Welcome to NTV, news from us to you, news from a teenage view. I'm Amaya.
And I'm Heavenly. Our top story tonight, impact of President Biden's new asylum restrictions. Reports from multiple sources indicate that the new measures are aimed at tightening asylum process, making it more difficult for migrants to seek refuge in the United States. This policy has sparked significant controversy and debate, with advocates arguing that it violates human rights, while supporters claim it's necessary to maintain national security and manage immigration effectively.
In other news, Claudia Sheinbaum, a Jewish female, was elected president in Mexico, highlighting a big change in history. Some might even look at this as a women's empowerment movement. AI is imitating the dead and dying, raising new questions about grieving.
And Mr. Beast, America's top influencer, from transforming life through acts of generosity to inspiring millions with his unique brand of entertainment, has left an indelible mark on the world stage.
Now let's dive into our first story. President Biden has just announced significant restrictions on migrants seeking asylum in the U.S. Mexico border.
That's right, Amaya. These restrictions outlined in the proclamation aim to deny asylum to immigrants when U.S. officials deem the southern border overwhelmed.
It seems like President Biden is taking a strong stance on immigration ahead of the November elections. Do you think this will impact his political standing?
Honestly, Maya, with the collapse of the neutral border security deal in Congress, Biden is asserting his authority to tackle immigration single-handedly.
But the big question is, how will different political factions receive these restrictions?
Well, Amaya, Republicans are already criticizing the move, calling it a political stunt. They argue that it won't effectively address border security challenges.
Meanwhile, Democratic leaders are defending the actions, blaming Republican persistence for forcing Biden's hand.
But not everyone in the Democratic Party is on board. Some are expressing disappointment and concern about the potential consequences of these executive actions.
It's certainly a controversial issue, Heavenly, and with the American Civil Liberties Union planning to challenge the administration in court, the legal battle is just beginning.
That's right, Amaya. But let's not forget that the human aspect of this issue. These restrictions will have real consequences for migrants seeking asylum.
Absolutely, and with President Biden's emphasizing his commitment to humane immigration policies, it's clear that he's trying to strike a delicate balance. The following clip shows the reactions of border communities that provide aid to immigrants.
When we heard the announcement by President Biden, it was very infuriating because for now years, border communities have been asking for solutions to the challenges that we're seeing. What we're seeing is migrants arriving to our communities, seeking safety, and a federal government that seems to be unable or unwilling to process them in an orderly fashion, a federal government that is able or willing to provide the resources needed to ensure that all human rights are being respected and protected in the southern border. And what this announcement is doing is actually effectively attacking asylum, making it almost impossible for people to access that remedy and really violating our human rights. And that is very concerning.
As the debate over immigration continues, one thing's for sure. President Biden's proclamation has set the stage for a fierce political showdown.
Well, there you have it, folks. Stay tuned as we bring you the latest developments on this evolving story.
Stay with us for more news after the break. This is NTV. Here's some news for thought. Tonight we have a special report on one of the most influential figures in the digital world.
Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mr. Beast, has captivated millions with his unique entertainment. He not only has a huge following, but he has also become a beacon of hope through his acts of generosity.
Mr. Beast donated so much money to many charities, from millions of dollars to various causes to building over 100 wells in Africa.
His efforts have provided clean water to countries like Kenya, Cameroon, and Zimbabwe, transforming lives in communities that needed it most.
In his mission to fight climate change, Mr. Beast has rallied his followers and raised over $20 million to plant 22 million trees.
But his generosity doesn't stop there. He's given away over 100 cars, even a private island, to lucky recipients.
In the fight against hunger, Mr. Beast has donated more than 5.5 million pounds of food, delivering over 4.5 million meals and feeding nearly 300,000 people in 2022 alone.
Mr. Beast has also stepped up, donating $3 million in aid for Ukrainian refugees, providing much-needed support during challenging times.
But it's not just about giving back. Mr. Beast engages his audience in exciting ways, offering them a chance to win life-changing prizes. In one video titled Squid Games in Real Life, he gave a lucky individual the opportunity to win a staggering $456,000. Here's a clip from that video that has over 600 million views.
But one group just wanted to get it over with.
You're doing even odds for all of them. Yo, he looks so intense.
He's got one more. Sure.
Oh, he got it! Oh my gosh. Congratulations on winning. I'll see you in the next round.
You're good, buddy. You're good, okay?
Sad. It's gonna be okay.
We promised each other we were not gonna like screw each other over. I didn't even know we were gonna be this close.
I'm doing this for my family, but I'm nervous.
Best man's gonna win.
Best man win, man.
Best man's gonna win.
Education is also a priority for Mr. Beast. He's donated laptops and tables to numerous schools, ensuring that students have the resources they need to succeed.
Jimmy Donaldson's impact goes beyond YouTube fame. His charitable spirit and dedication to making the world a better place serves as an inspiration to us all. Thank you, Mr. Beast, for showing us the power of kindness.
Alright, let's move on to our next segment.
Next, we bring you the latest developments on Mexico's president. Claudia Sheinbaum has just been announced as Mexico's first female president. Can you believe it?
Wow, that's so amazing! After 200 years of independence, Mexico finally has a female leader. Claudia Sheinbaum must be over the moon right now.
Absolutely, and what an impressive resume she has. Former mayor of Mexico City, a PhD in energy engineering, and a lifelong leftist. She's definitely got the credentials.
And let's not forget her disciplined campaign strategy. She really capitalized on her predecessor's popularity to secure this victory.
That's true. But you know what's even more remarkable? She's planning to tackle Mexico's persistent violence head-on.
That's right. She's all about expanding the National Guard and targeting the root causes of cartel recruitment. But she's not about authoritarian measures. It's all about zero impunity. Here's a clip of the reactions received by her upcoming campaign.
For now, though, thousands of people have been celebrating this groundbreaking moment. Have a listen.
This is a great victory for the first woman president. For the first time in over 200 years of elections in Mexico, with the support of the people, a woman has arrived to power. A leftist woman who is committed to all the needs of the Mexican people.
And not to mention her emphasis on clean energy while still praising Pemex. She's walking a fine line between tradition and progress.
It's a delicate balance indeed. In her leftist stance guaranteeing minimum rights for all residents, she's definitely setting the tone for a presidency.
But what about her leadership style? She's anticipated to be less confrontational than Lopez Obrador, but she's still able to navigate Mexico's complex political landscape?
Well, she described herself as obsessive and disciplined, but with Mexico's myriad issues, will discipline alone be enough?
Absolutely, but will her professional demeanor resonate with the Mexican people as much as Lopez Obrador's charisma did?
Time will tell, but one thing's for sure, Claudia Sheinbaum is making history, and Mexicans are ready for the change she promises to bring. Today, we're sharing a touching and innovative story about Michael Bommer, a 61-year-old startup entrepreneur from Berlin, Germany, who found a unique way to stay connected with his family even after his death.
Michael Bommer was diagnosed with a terminal colon cancer nearly 2 years ago. Faced with this devastating news, he and his wife, Annette, spent a lot of time discussing life after his death. Annette expressed how much she would miss asking Michael questions because of his wisdom and knowledge.
Inspired by this conversation, Michael decided to recreate his voice using artificial intelligence. He teamed up with his friend Robert Locascio, CEO of the AI-powered legacy platform Eternals, to create a comprehensive interactive AI version of himself. Eternals, named after the Italian and Latin word for eternal, offers grief-related AI technology to help families engage with their loved ones' life experiences and insights.
Within just 2 months, they developed the AI version of Michael, making him the company's first client like him. Michael meticulously input his intimate recollections, speech patterns, and overall knowledge into the AI program. This technology allows his family to interact with his digital self, asking questions and receiving answers as if he was still there. Here is an explanation of the process.
We have you say 300 different phrases that capture, I'll call it your emotional voice. So sometimes you say, I love you, or you say, I love you. And they say, oh, the door's open. And we capture all that, and then we compress all that and make an AI out of it.
Bommer's AI voice, which cost $15,000 to set up, can answer questions and tell stories without regurgitating pre-recorded answers. He's excited about his digital immortality. His wife, however, is more apprehensive.
I think to myself, I'd rather be sitting here with his favorite jumper,
with a glass of wine, then feel the need to talk to the AI. To begin with, I think. But like I said, who knows?
This process became a special bonding moment for Michael and his two biological sons, Jacob and Anton. They were delighted to learn new things about their father and found joy in the small details he shared.
Annette, while amazed by the lifelike accuracy of AI, is hesitant about using it immediately after Michael's passing. She plans to use it for practical advice and perhaps even write her own poem, just like Michael would have done.
Michael's AI is not just for the here and now, but also for future generations. It will allow his grandchildren, who may never meet him in person, to get to know their grandpa. This legacy project has profoundly impacted Michael's remaining time, bringing him peace and a sense of closure.
Earlier this month, Michael celebrated his 61st birthday with a life party, surrounded by hundreds of loved ones. Many brought suggestions and memories to add to the AI, ensuring his legacy continues to grow even after he's gone.
Michael's journey with this AI project emphasizes the bridge between technology and human emotion. It raises important questions about how we want to be remembered and the ethical considerations of using AI to memorialize loved ones.
As Michael himself put it, as a dying person, man, does this feel good. His story is a testament to the healing power of technology and enduring strength of human connections.
Thank you for joining us on this special segment. We hope Michael Bommer's story has inspired you to think about the many ways technology can help us preserve our legacies and stay connected with our loved ones.
And remember to stay tuned for more stories that touch the heart and challenge the mind. We've covered a lot of ground today, from President Biden's new asylum restrictions to the inspiring humanitarian efforts of Mr. Beast and the historical election of Claudia Sheinbaum as Mexico's first female president.
Each of these stories highlights significant developments shaping our world. President Biden's bold stance on immigration is setting the stage for a fierce political showdown as we approach the November elections. Meanwhile, Mr. Beast continues to make a remarkable impact through his generosity, proving that individual efforts can lead to widespread change.
And let's not forget about Claudia Sheinbaum, who is breaking barriers and making history in Mexico. Her leadership promises to bring both challenges and opportunities as she tackles the country's complex issues.
Finally, Michael Bommer's story of using AI to create a lasting legacy for his family is a touching reminder of how technology can bridge the gap between life and death, offering comfort and connection in new and profound ways.
Well, that's it for today's episode of NTV.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time as we break down more political stories for you. I'm Amaya.
And I'm Heavenly.
Now we turn to you. What's your news?